Picture this. No Christmas celebrations illuminating city squares worldwide. No hospitals named after the Good Samaritan. No concept of universal human rights. The Roman Empire still worshipping Jupiter and Mars. Europe fragmented into dozens of competing belief systems, never unified under one faith. No Renaissance, no Reformation, no modern science as we know it. This is the world that might have been if a baby hadn't been born in a Bethlehem stable over 2,000 years ago. If you're enjoying what we're creating, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. It helps us out more than you can possibly imagine. Welcome to History Rewritten, where we explore pivotal moments in world history and imagine how things might have unfolded differently. I'm your host for today's episode. Now, let's travel back to understand what actually happened. In the year 6 BCE, the Roman Empire stretched across 3 continents, its roads connecting distant provinces under one administration. Caesar Augustus ruled with unprecedented power, bringing relative peace known as the Pax Romana. Yet beneath this stability simmered tensions, particularly among the Jewish people who chafed under foreign occupation. In the Galilean town of Nazareth lived a young woman named Mary. According to Christian tradition, she received an extraordinary announcement from an angel. She would give birth to the Son of God. Whether we accept this literally or metaphorically, something remarkable occurred around 4 BCE in Bethlehem. A humble birth that would reshape civilization. Historians debate intensely whether Jesus existed exactly as described in the Gospels. Some point to the lack of contemporary Roman records mentioning him, while others note that many significant figures of that era left minimal documentation. What we do know is that within a few decades of his death, communities of believers had formed across the eastern Mediterranean, convinced they had witnessed something transformative. Jesus emerged from a Jewish context steeped in prophetic traditions. His teachings emphasized love, compassion, and social justice, radical concepts in a hierarchical society where slaves outnumbered citizens in Rome. He challenged religious authorities and political powers, ultimately leading to his execution by crucifixion, a punishment reserved for the lowest criminals. Yet his followers claimed he rose from the dead. Whether viewed as historical fact or powerful metaphor, this belief became Christianity's cornerstone. Within 3 centuries, what began as a small Jewish sect had converted Constantine himself, transforming from persecuted minority to imperial religion. Imagine standing in the Forum Romanum in 300 CE. You'd witness sacrifices to traditional gods, the emperor worshipped as divine. Then fast forward to 400 CE, the same space hosts Christian ceremonies. This dramatic shift didn't happen overnight. It required someone whose life embodied such compelling truth that it could overcome deeply entrenched polytheistic traditions. Now let's explore our counterfactual journey. What if Jesus had never existed? Without his teachings, Christianity wouldn't have emerged. Judaism might have evolved differently, perhaps becoming more insular rather than spawning a universalizing movement. The Roman Empire would likely have continued its traditional polytheism, possibly developing new mystery religions but maintaining its core pantheon. Europe's cultural unity, one of Christianity's greatest impacts, would never have materialized. Instead of a shared religious framework connecting diverse peoples from Britain to Byzantium, we might see dozens of incompatible belief systems. Germanic tribes, Celts, Romans, and Slavs would retain distinct spiritual identities, lacking the common ground Christianity provided. Education would look radically different too. Medieval monasteries preserved classical texts and founded universities. Without them, much ancient knowledge might have vanished during barbarian invasions. Literacy rates could remain extremely low, hindering intellectual development. The Renaissance, meaning rebirth of classical learning, might never occur. This period depended heavily on Christian scholars preserving Greek and Roman works. Similarly, the scientific revolution drew strength from the Christian belief that studying nature revealed divine order. Scientists like Newton and Kepler saw their work as understanding God's creation. Even concepts we take for granted today, individual human dignity, equality before law, charitable institutions, owe much to Christian influence. While philosophers discussed ethics, Christianity institutionalized care for the poor, sick, and marginalized. Consider the Reformation. Without Christianity, there's no Protestant movement challenging Catholic authority, no religious wars ravaging Europe, but also no impetus for religious tolerance. The Enlightenment might never emerge, lacking both Christian orthodoxy to rebel against and Christian values to build upon. Modern democracy has deep roots in Christian ideas about human worth and consent of the governed. The American Revolution's Declaration references unalienable rights given by a creator, unthinkable without monotheistic foundations. We can never know precisely what would have happened differently. Perhaps another figure might have inspired similar ethical advances. But examining this alternate timeline reveals just how profoundly one life changed everything. From a manger in Bethlehem to modern hospitals, universities, and human rights declarations, the ripple effects continue today. Whether viewed through faith or historical lens, Jesus' birth marked humanity's turning point. What aspects of our world do you think would be most different without Christianity? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. If you have a topic you'd like us to cover, let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep questioning history.